opportunity, with the indulgence of the committee, of course, I wish to raise what appears to be either a serious lapse in judgment or a deliberate maneuver in the 2026 National Expenditure Program. I noticed, I was looking at it last night, nakita po namin, o nakita ko po na may mga tila flood control projects sa Antique at Iloilo. Same amount, 149,750,000 each, at hindi man lang ginawang 149 flat o isa na lang sa 150 para may pangkape. Pare-pareho po ang halaga hanggang sa huling piso. Nilagyan pa ng butal para hindi po halata. My question now, I will direct this to the DBM. Can you explain, Madam, bakit nagkaroon po ng exact duplication of amount for flood control projects in Antique and Iloilo? Hindi po ba dapat iba-iba ang costing depending on the terrain, materials, at scope of work? Mr. Chair?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, sir. Ito po, nanggaling po to sa proposal ng DPWH. Hindi po kaya ng DBM i-check, wala po sa mandato ng DBM i-check isa-isa lahat po ng projects na binibigay. The volume of DPWH budget has 700 plus pages, and the total line items is about 15,000. Malinaw po sa budget call na special ang nature ng project proposal pag DPWH po. Nakalagay po sa budget call na sagot po yan ng DPWH given that they have the expertise and the people to check. Sila rin po ang bumababa sa grounds with their district engineers hanggang sa RDC level po. So pagkatapos sa RDC level approval, that's when they give it to the central office, and then the central office is the one who finalizes the proposal to DBM. Ang DBM po at DBCC po ang nagbibigay lang ng level for DPWH of their budget. Yung level lang po kung magkano yung budget nila. Like for this year, roughly 875 billion pesos. Yung loob po, we don't touch it. Nakasama po yan sa budget call. Given po na wala po kaming expertise or even engineers to check each and every project sa DPWH.
So what you're saying, Mr. Chair, ito po ay request ng DPWH tapos isinumite po sa DBM na aaprubahan. Bakit hindi po, ang tanong po natin, hindi po ba napansin ang identical figures? Wala po ba tayong technical working group or people to check yung pong sinumite sa inyo ng mga budget na pare-pareho na po ang itsura up to the last peso? Kasi ang susunod po, nagtanong ko dyan, hindi po ba naitanong ninyo or ng mga tao niyo, pero sabi niyo nga po, wala po kayong kakayahan to check with this. Kasi my next question would be, were the scope of work also identical? Kasi po, pare-pareho yung budget, ibig sabihin po, pare-pareho po yung scope of work. Siyempre, tapos, pero I don't think so, kasi iba-iba ho ito yung nandyan po yung sinasabi, yung terrain, nandyan po yung costing. Sa dalawang provinces po, magkakaiba po yung sinasabing, what do you call this, costing po niyan. Kasi iba-iba naman po ang terrain, iba-iba naman po ang sukat, pero pare-pareho po ito, Madam Chair, or Mr. Chair.
Wala po kami, Mr. Chair, wala po kaming ganong expertise to check. We assume that the DPWH already knows what they're doing given their mandate and then given the number of employees that they have, the professional background and experience that they have. So hindi po namin alam po ang program of works ng mga projects ng ito.
The President po already stipulated or stated yesterday, I think, or the other day, na may nakikita po siya suspiciously na he believes are insertions. And I've also received reports because we are already investigating these flood control projects na may mga questionable po. May mga balita po kasi natatanggap na dito po hahabulin sa NEP. hindi po sa BICAM because nabulgar na po yung BICAM, yung Bicameral Conference Committee, na doon po nagkakaroon ng insertions. Hindi po kaya susubukan ngayon ng mga ahensya na dito ikarga ngayon sa NEP para hindi po maghinala ang dalawang kapulungan, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, I cannot answer po dun sa mga insertions na yan. I leave it that to the department. So tomorrow po, actually the other day, because of what's happening, nag-usap na po kami ng bagong kalihim ng DPWH at pinapa-check na po sa kanya, isa-isa, itong mga proyektong ito po. Kung paano po ipinasok ng mga taga DPWH at saka ano ang ginamit nilang formula at kung paano po nila na-identify itong mga proyekto na to na pinropose po nila sa National Expenditure Program.
All right. Mr. Chair, sa DOF naman, Department of Finance, how do you justify releasing funds per projects, Mr. Chair, with suspicious uniform costing? Doesn't this open a window for corruption or overpricing, Mr. Chair? Let me just say this outright po. This looks dry, very suspicious. In engineering, you don't get the same costs to the last peso on two different projects in two different provinces. Unless, of course, you are copy-pasting, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The DOF collects revenues. We do not release money. We only release money if there is an NCA or a SARO request or NCA in terms of cash pag hiningi ng DBM.
All right, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, with your indulgence, I have three more questions.
Mr. Just to pursue the point being raised by Senator Tulfo, with his permission, of course, this is
Yes.
related to Secretary DBM. What do you propose that Congress should do to address this problem? Because definitely these are major red flags. We counted, yesterday we were discussing this with the chairman, Senator Gatchalian. And we counted from NCR to Region 3 alone, flood control management 1, nasa mga 500 items. Yung exact amounts, similar amounts of 75 million each, 100 million each, 120 million each, 150 million each. Red flag po ito eh. So I'd like to propose that by your leave, Mr. Chairman, that we should schedule an executive session. Way forward po ito. Kasi with your guidance, we are willing to amend and delete all these similarly parang costed projects, yung similar cost, but we want to know ano yung direction ng national government, saan namin dadalhin if we delete all these items. Kasi yung huling bilang namin, yung 100 items, 373 items na tigwa 100 million, that's already 37.3 billion. So as of our initial count, nasa mga 50 billion pesos na yung pare-pareho, yung red flag. So maybe, Mr. Chairman, we can schedule an executive session para i-guide nila tayo ng executive branch kasi they cannot do anything about this anymore. We're already in the authorization phase of the budget process. Tapos na yung preparation phase eh. Ngayon, para i-allow namin kayo makialam ng konti, at least you can give us the proper guidance or direction. Kung i-delete namin lahat itong red flag na ito, na mga items, saan namin dadalhin? Para naka-align doon sa inyong direction under the PDP, medium term. Okay?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair, we agree po. Actually, we already had initial talks with
Thank you.
the chairman. As to that, alam na po niya.
noon, yung similar. Kaya,
Yes po.
nagulat din kami kahapon nung pinakita niya yung iPad niya. Hindi matapos-tapos siya pang scroll sa dami.
Apo.
Thank you.
And then maybe may iba pa pong makikita si Secretary Vince because Secretary Vince is already investigating ito pong mga doble-doble, pare-parehong pangalan. We will sit, I think today po, kakausapin niya yung mga senior officers niya and then we'll meet tomorrow and hopefully in the next week po siguro meron na siyang report which he can share po to the
You know, Mr. Chairman, Madam Secretary, pag yung mga contractors have invaded the House of Representatives and congressmen have invaded the contractor construction business, ito po yung outcome. Kasi NEP pa lang, pinapayagan na sila ng DPWH to make insertions. Ang tama po sa atin dito, hindi po isang WAMI, hindi double WAMI, hindi triple WAMI, quadruple WAMI. NEP may insertion. House Gov may insertion. Senate version may insertion. BICAM may insertion. Quadruple WAMI po ang tama ng Pilipino rito. If you agree.
We agree po.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely po.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Mr.
Chairman.
Chair.
And Senator Tulfo, maraming salamat.
Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, additional information with the indulgence of Senator Erwin.
Go ahead.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. Sana po ang DBM sa paghahanda para sa executive session or sa pagpapatuloy ng line of action na inagrihan kasama ni Chair to seek also the assistance of other offices, particularly DENR, Water PMO, at saka yung River Basin Control Office. Kasi ito po yung mga may technical capacity at mandate na mag-certify. Sila yung nagpo-provide ng check and balance sa DPWH para i-certify na yung mga proyekto sa NEP at sa GAB ay consistent dun sa mga approved river basin at saka flood master plan. So, sana po yung DBM makumbinsi din or ma-encourage itong ibang mga opisina i-assert yung kanilang mandato. Salamat, Mr. Chair at Senator Erwin.
Secretary, you want to
Yes po. Yesterday po, we made mention of a new program po together with NEDA, yung convergence budgeting po. And number one on the priority po is yung mga flood control and water resource management projects po. Para po hindi piecemeal yung approach and budgeting ng mga flood control projects. Siguro po talagang kailangan na pati po NIA. And then good yung suggestion niyo po kanina, it was also raised by Senator Marcoleta during the first Blue Ribbon Committee na hindi po nasasama yung River Basin yung office po na yon. Opo. So while Secretary Popolotilla sits in the convergence budgeting, I think it's also wise to invite that office po.
Salamat, Mr. Chair.
go ahead,
Yes,
Senator.
Mr. Chair, I have 4 more questions left. Gusto ko po sana maniwala na hindi po double appropriations po yan, pero doon ho lumalabas mukhang ilang taon na po nangyayari in double appropriations. But anyway, let me move to the allocations by province.
Sir, from our end lang po, just to add lang, meron po kaming proseso sa DBM po, assuming po na even sa GAA, magkaroon ng double appropriation, hindi po yun marirelease.
All right. Let me move on to the allocation by province, Mr. Chair. Ayon po sa NEP, here are the figures. Nueva Ecija, 3 billion po ang flood control. Apayao, 2.2 billion. Kalinga, 2.7 billion. Mr. Chair, the question now is, ano po ang criteria ng DBM in allocating this flood control budgets? Bakit sobrang laki ng pondo sa ilang probinsya, samantalang mas flood-prone areas po gaya ng Metro Manila, Pampanga, Bulacan at Cavite ay hindi kasing laki ang nakukuha? Do these provinces even have the absorptive capacity for projects of this scale, Mr. Chair?
Same way po, yung pag-identify ng flood control projects, nagsimula po yon sa DPWH from the district engineer, their regional offices, and then umakyat po sa RDC, and then pag-approve po sa RDC, dinadala po nila sa central office, and then it is the central office who prioritizes po the identification of these projects po. So kasama din po yan dun sa pag-aaralan po ng DPWH kung itutuloy pa yung mga proyektong yan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, kasi kung titingnan po natin, parang hindi po tugma ang allocation sa actual vulnerability po sa baha. Now, can the DBM categorically state under oath na wala pong political influence dito? Because the numbers look highly irregular po. 3 billion for Nueva Ecija, 2.7 billion for Kalinga, 2.2 billion for Apayao, and yet these are not even among the top flood-prone provinces. May way forward po ba ang DBM now to check baka yung NEP na kargahan, baka doon sa NEP nagkaroon ng insertion. Kasi nga po, nag-iimbestiga na tayo ngayon, nagkakahulihan po ngayon na doon mukhang sa BICAM nagkakaroon ng mga insertions. So, hindi kaya baka dito sa NEP nagkaroon ng insertions because I have received reports na susubukan ng ilan na magpasok o kargahan, magkaroon ng insertion sa NEP pa lamang, Mr. Chair?
Sir, yung oath, baka hindi ko po kaya kasi hindi po akong nag-identify, hindi po DBM ang nag-identify ng mga proyekto. Baka bawal, baka hindi po, baka ako magka-problema because I really don't know po. No? I'm not a lawyer and I don't think it's proper for me to, yung oath na yon. But moving forward, meron na po kaming ginagawang guidelines and nag-usap na po kami together with my team and then we'll come up with a baka IT system po and yung submission ng DPWH baka kailangan early on para we'll have more time to really check each and every project. Moving forward, rest assured po that we will try to do something po para maiwasan po yung mga ganitong problema. Uupuan po namin to ni Secretary Vince Dizon.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I just want to make a statement, then I will just ask the next round. Mr. Chairman, let me now raise what many of us have been whispering in the halls. These are not allocations based on the need. These look like political insertions. And mind you, hindi po ako ang nagsabi niyan. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. himself in public statements acknowledged that certain insertions in the 2026 NEP, especially for flood control, were questionable. Mr. Chair, these figures do not inspire confidence. Kung may mga kopya-kopyang project cost at highly uneven distribution of flood control budgets, ang tanong po ng taong bayan, saan talaga napupunta po ang pera? Are we protecting the communities or are we protecting political interests? Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Tulfo.